Hear ye, spread the word. Our wildest, most magical, darkest showcase has arrived. Come one, come all to the stage at Senator Grounds in 3 minutes. I wouldn't miss this if I were you.
The announcement carried at least 2 miles. The captain is still sulking in the corner.
Drink up, Captain.
The fairy twins were kept busy, dressing up Father Ronan as a mummer.
La-dee-da-do-do-do. You look so pretty. Flowers for eyes. He needs something. I got it. I love ribbons. Damn old potato sack. Lift his head up, would you? Gorgeous.
He's looking good, ladies. And don't forget the mask.
Father Ronan mumbled past the apple tied to his mouth until his face was covered with an old potato sack.
Best I seen you look, lad.
Back in the sulky tent, Euri and Sailor Angus's tension was at a peak.
Another temptation calling?
Euri relaxed back into her tub as if she'd won an argument, though Angus didn't feel that way. He made his way through the curtains and into the open fairgrounds, all the while stewing in revelation. He was considering the strength of his own will. Sure, he felt like he'd been hit by a flock of seagulls. So much time wasted. He pushed through the excited crowd, who were all gathering around that rickety center stage. To jazz it up, the fairies added a flower here and there. Everyone was speculating about the act with curiosity. Angus finally got a glimpse of the stage.
What's that rope for? What's that noose for?
Sailor Angus watched as the slender, stumbling mummer, with its hands tied, was dragged to the stage, getting poked and pried to keep moving.
Any mummers allowed in?
They were caught up in the excitement of the spectacle.
Is it Captain Colt? Captain? Is this a joke? Is it one of your fucking schemes?
It was the first time that Angus had ever cursed at his captain.
Yeah, a scheme. Now shut your trap, boy.
Cleas pushed Angus off the stage with his little foot. He'd easily got himself sucked into the crowd of people, trying to get to the front.
We had a stowaway this evening. Captain, are you all right? Captain!
It was then that Angus heard a familiar rhythm coming from under the musty old potato bag. He reached out and tore the sack off the mummer's mouth. The rhythm of prayer became much clearer.
Fiat vantulus tuas, sicutum cielo et terra. Scram, kid, you're ruining the show. Not in my house. No, not in my house. Watch your step.
Cleas poked at the mummer to set him up on a tall crate. The sound of his footstep was deep. Some of the audience felt it weigh on their shoulders and echo in their ears. It weighed heaviest on Sailor Angus. The real captain was off chugging back his bottle of liquor. Anyone could hear his drunk cries, but nobody was listening. They were all enthralled with the thick rope wrapping around the mummer's neck. In her tent, Euri's bath pulsed with the energy of the grounds. The wind blew through Euri's tent, blending with her song. Water dripped as she played in the bath and whispered,
Come back, Angus. I love a man with the will to fight.
She'd learned to be such a hard creature in her time raised as a siren. She could draw powerless sailors to their knees, but wouldn't know how to keep one. She could never keep one. She desired love out of free will, a soft spot that failed her. She was alone. Meanwhile, the wind blew through the captain's office, swiping his face. The captain barely gained enough motivation to drag himself outside. It was a pathetic sight. Under his nails began to tear on one hand. The other was white from a tight grip on his whiskey bottle. A sad sight. God bless him.
No, no!
His screech echoed into Angus's ears while he continued to fight against the crowd that was sucking him into the center. Euri was also wailing for him to return to her.
She's coming. We'll all be rich. Gold coin for you and you.
You'll be a fine sacrifice, Father.
Shall I kick the crate and call our queen?
Kick it over. Kick the crate.
That's a priest in there. That's your priest up there. Father!
Angus was now struggling with the pull of the Selkie's song, and he pushed, and he shoved, and he grunted the whole way to the stage. God knows where he found the strength. He was just within reach of the stage when Cleas began tipping the crate over.
It's showtime, kids.
Sailor Angus felt something he'd never felt before. A feeling of his own, a strength of his own, and a decision of his own. The crate tipped, and in the instant that the mummer began to fall, a brute force pushed Angus onto the stage. He felt the painful stretch in his limbs, his neck and cheeks, in strain and cold sweat. The rope around the mummer's neck fell loose. He was under. Angus pushed himself under the mummer. Ha! The surprised jolt of the mummer's head knocked off the potato sack, revealing Father Ronan. Father Ronan's weight kept Angus in a strain. In time, he used up his last bit of strength to lift Father Ronan until he could cut him down with his knife.
Queen of the dead.
Let it came. She's here.
God have mercy.